Kenya and Uganda are set to mark 1 year since the signing of a peace deal between the Turkana, West Pokot and the Karamajong community in Uganda. The Moroto Peace Accord is hailed as having transformed the region. More details in the county briefs.
Saturday will mark exactly 1 year since the signing of the Moroto Peace Accord that birthed peaceful relations between communities in Kenya and Uganda. Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa hailed the peace deal for having changed the region's fortunes.
The joy it brings to the communities when we put aside cattle rustling, we put aside the issue of infiltration of small arms and conflict, then you find that we are one people, separated by artificial borders, and we want to see how we can use culture as a tool of integration.
Elsewhere, this was the situation in Mwandoni Kisauni sub-county. Irate residents up in arms, alleging a plot to grab Kishanda Grounds football field. Angry residents are now appealing to the authorities to intervene and save the land from grabbing.
Lakini kumetokezea mtu kwa muda mdogo anasema lazima yeye hichi kiwanja ni chake. Na mimi mwenyewe nimecheza hapa 1974. Nilianza hapa ikiwa hakuna nyumba hata moja. Tulianza hapa. Hiyo tunaomba watu wote wajitolee, wazee, waheshimiwa wajitolee, waje hapa watusaidie.
In Nairobi County, Umoja Residents Association are calling on the national government to join hands and help them build a modern social hall in a 2-acre piece of land that was recently recovered from the hands of some land grabbers. Meanwhile, Elijah Sigona, the chairman of Trusted Society of Human Rights Association, has petitioned the Senate to ensure compensation of internally displaced people living in Kisii and Nyamira. Sigona wants the money released by the government for the compensation to be accounted for.
The issue of compensation has raised serious questions on how and the manner in which compensation was carried out or carried on within the Republic of Kenya. We had witnessed IDPs in other places in Rift Valley and Central being compensated with a lot of money.
In the same county, Kisii University has adopted virtual learning to preoccupy its students as they wait for the reopening of universities. Vice Chancellor Professor John Akama explained the need to introduce the learning system owing to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We have developed a tailor-made platform, virtual platform, which is very much adaptable and which can accommodate many students at the same time when they are being taught.
Finally, Federation of Women Lawyers of Kenya FIDA Executive Director Anne Ireri is calling on the government to ensure 100% return of girls to school post the COVID-19 pandemic. Ireri, who was speaking in Kisumu County, said any girl impregnated or married during the pandemic must not be discriminated because of their current situation.
It seems that the curve to some extent is starting to flatten. So the next discussion as a country we need to have is the reopening of schools. And reopening of schools, as FIDA, our concern and our focus will be to make sure the government is able to put in place measures, especially for the girls who we know are going to be mothers. That we want to see deliberate efforts that these girls will make it to class.
For Channel 1 News, I'm Emily K. Bade.